Am I the asshole for refusing to give up my seat on the plane so a boy could sit next to his father and to tell the father to behave himself? So basically, I, 29M, boarded my short flight, 70 minutes, which has a 2x2 seating arrangement. I had booked myself a window seat, and when I got there, I saw a maybe 7-year-old boy sitting in there next to his father, about 50 years old, in the aisle seat. The opposite row also had his mother and his sister sitting there. Although this happened less than 24 hours ago, I was exhausted, so I don't remember the conversation word for word. I pointed towards my seat and the father asked me if I would mind swapping so they could sit together, and that their seat is in the row behind it. I said I would only swap if it is a window seat, and he said it is an aisle seat. Then I said I wouldn't swap, and the following conversation happened. Him: so do you want to sit next to my son? Me: I don't care, I just want to sit. I just want the window seat. Him, standing up and getting his son up: you are a very nice person. I mean, not a very nice person. It's none of your business and be polite. Him: I am not, referring to polite. Me: I said something I don't remember, and behave yourself. I just stood there looking at him, serious. I think he was trying to shame me internally, but he didn't respond anything else to that. His wife was watching us the whole time. When somebody in the row behind saw it, he offered to swap and sat next to me so that they did eventually sit next to each other. For all I cared, they could have sat 20 rows apart or even booked a new flight. I had zero investment in this or their reasons. They can ask, I can say no, and that should be the end of it. If they care that much, they can book their seats in advance like everyone else. I didn't have a good reason why I need the window seat, except that I like it and I don't like the aisle seat, lol. I do understand going and picking your seat with the intent that that is your seat and you picked the seat you wanted. Now, I'm also understanding, yeah, like he bought that seat. He paid for it with his money. He's entitled to sit there. He is allowed to say no and that be the end of it. Anyone, men, female, male, women, children, anyone are allowed to say no and that be the end of it. They are allowed to do that. Anyone is allowed to say no, I do not want to, and leave it at that. Now, I don't think he's an asshole necessarily. I do think I am a people pleaser and probably would have done it. Not gonna lie, in the moment, I probably would have just been so anxious and probably would have just swapped with him, even though I really wanted the window seat, which is probably sad. But also, why could the dad just not sit in the aisle seat, like behind his son, and have his son sit next to the dude? Or have the two kids sit in the two seats together and have mom or dad sit across the aisle? I mean, it's probably not that big of an aisle, you know what I mean? And it's a airplane. What's gonna happen? It's not like they're gonna run off. It's not like somebody's gonna kidnap them. Where are they gonna go? You're in the air. Like, unless they came on there with the intention to kidnap your son and jump out the airplane with a parachute, like, you have nothing to worry about. Like, and if anyone's gonna go through that much energy and that much planning to kidnap your kid, you got bigger issues, baby. Like, you got bigger issues. I mean, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. I honestly thought this guy was going to kind of be an asshole, but, how he words it is not the best. He does kind of come off assholey and like entitled a tad bit, but I mean, he should be. It's his seat. He paid for it. Like, he paid for it. Like, he paid for it.